Okay, had a solid practice again today, which was, you know, is very encouraging. Guys had good energy, good focus, very comparable to last week. So we feel like we're in a good spot. You know, obviously we've said we've got to improve from week 1 to week 2, and so far the guys have really been attentive and done a good job in practice to try to get that done.
Can you see during practice whether that's happening or not, or do you really kind of have to get to the game and see if it's happening?
Well, usually practice equates the game, but you've got to prove yourself during the game and be able to adjust and everything that goes with that. But you know, the good thing is we do have a veteran team. You know, and the encouraging thing is when our coaches ask them to respond, they've responded. So we just got to carry that over to the game field on Saturday. We're playing a team that we expect will come in here, you know, and give it their best. And so we need to play well.
Even with a veteran team, how much does it help to be able to go back and watch a game film and to be able to just kind of see yourself in the game action?
I mean, it's great, especially first game. I mean, you make some mistakes, and kind of like I said before, that even though we had a lot of guys coming back, you know, we have some that move positions and all that, and so there's things that you learn during the first game that you don't know, that you can't learn during spring or can't learn during fall camp. But so that's why we've really been focusing on the mistakes we made, and really worried about us getting better at what we do, and try not to make the same mistake twice.
Is the hope to get Rock Thomas some playing time in this game, knowing you've got the bye week to evaluate and adjust from there?
You know, that is a possibility. You know, we went with the 2 older guys on Saturday, and Rock and Peyton got some work towards the end, but you know, both those guys, as the season goes on, you know, you can't have enough depth at the tailback position in our league, and we understand that.
So the full expectation is just to not redshirt Rock at all this season?
Well, at the time right now, we're planning on playing. You never know how that goes, but you know, at this point, we're planning on playing.
Any better idea of Carl Lawson and what his situation might be? But
you know, his rehab's going very well. He's working extremely hard. Of course, we knew that. I mean, he's the type that you worry about working too hard to come back, but you know, he's doing good. He's on schedule, so we'll just see, you know, what that means, you know, later in the season.
Would you like for him to get back this season? I mean,
well, the main thing is he's got to be 100% healthy, and you know, whenever that is. So we'll see how that goes.
Is that one of those things you can't really find out until it gets real close to the end of his rehab?
You know, the doctors, you know, they know more about than I do, but usually late, you know, with all the tests they do and everything that goes through that. So we'll see.
Do you feel better about it than maybe you did maybe before the season or
you know, I'm really not letting my mind go there as far as, I mean, we're planning on playing without him, and if it works out, you know, we'll go from there.
Yes, you've talked about Corey and Cap as kind of 1A and 1B, or
yeah,
1 and 1A, but is there potential to utilize them both in the same, you know, backfield at times?
You know, we have different packages offensively, and you know, at times you saw, you know, Trey and Cap, and Trey and Corey in the backfield at the same time. So, you know, we have different packages. We feel very good about both those guys, you know, with our main tailback position. So, you know, those need to keep improving and keep getting better.
What do you need to see from one to kind of maybe allow them, like Trey, to establish themselves?
A lot of times it just happens. You know, you give them you know, opportunities during game type situations, but I'm fine with playing both. I mean, you know, we've had success with 2 running backs before, and of course last year we played 3, but as Trey started, you know, really getting momentum and doing well. So we'll just see how the season unfolds.
CJ mentioned that you and him talked about him really focusing on putting his hand on the ground, playing tight end. Why, you know, that focus for him?
Well, just to present some different challenges. I mean, last week he did a good job blocking his hand down, but you also saw him with his hand down and go vertical and make a very good catch, you know. So it's just kind of expanding his role. And, you know, he's done a very good job in the spring, and I thought he performed, you know, pretty good the first time, you know, with his hand down primarily.
Good. I thought you were going to. What?
I was going to ask about, did the weather affect you guys, anything in practice?
Today it was lightning. We had to go inside, but you know, other than that, it's been a good week.
I was like, Gus, for you and Coach Seth, what is the biggest challenge to guard against? And I'm not trying to disrespect San Jose State, but the whole letdown factor when you're coming off the season and an SEC opener. Now you're you're not playing an SEC team. You're a team you're expected to beat pretty big. How do you make sure the players?
We're approaching exactly like we did last year. I mean, we are concerned about us getting better and improving each week, and it doesn't make any difference, who we're playing. And last year our team was able to do that, and the challenge is this year we'll see. But so far these guys have responded in practice, and I expect them to be ready to play.
So what specifically do you tell them? Just don't even really focus on the.
We try to be honest with them that it's about us getting better, and you challenge them, as a group and individuals, that you got to find a way to improve from what you did last week if you want to have a chance to play good football at the end of the year. And last year one of our keys was consistency, which is extremely hard to do in college football. And so this is a new year, it's a new team, and you just challenge them that, hey, if you want to have a chance to be good at the end of the year, you got to find a way individually and collectively to get better each week. So that's our challenge, and we'll see after the game Saturday if we were able to accomplish that.
Considering the time of the game, you have a bye week after this, do you really want to be able to challenge Nick in the passing game a little bit in this game?
No, we feel good about Nick in the passing game. So it just depends on what they give us, and so we'll see what they give us, and we'll go from there.
Gus, what did you see out of Brandon Fultz and kind of his first real shot at kind of playing that fullback?
Yeah, I thought he had a very solid game. He's really raised his level. He's one of those seniors, and we ask our seniors to have their best seasons, to play better than they've ever played, and he's off to a good start in that category. He's a physical, big, athletic guy, and his focus has been very good.
How important is it to have a guy that buys into that role, because it's not a glamour role?
Yeah, there's no doubt it's a dirty work role. He's done a very good job up to this point.
CJ said that after he missed the block on the third one, he didn't want to look at you when he was coming off the field. How do you think he responded to that?
Well, CJ's a champ, and he's the type. His MO is he may make a mistake, but he didn't make the same mistake twice. And we have him doing something a little different right there, but he knows the mistake he made. And the thing about him is, he feels a lot worse than the coaches, and so he'll recover, and he won't make the same mistake twice. But we have a lot of confidence in CJ.
Coach, we have one more
Yeah.
here.
I guess I just wanted to ask, how did Quan grade out there his first game as punt return?
Yeah, Quan did an excellent job. He caught the ball and went north-south. He made a couple people miss, right there after he caught the ball a couple times and went north-south. I would say he's much improved first game from last year.
Coach.
Okay.